All right, we've just entered a very fun part of the training because today we're talking about exactly how to package something up and ship it off to Amazon FBA. And I'm going to show you the tools I use. I'm going to show you exactly what I do to do that, as well as share my screen so you can see what to do in your Seller Central account. Remember, as you go through this process, take ownership for your success. There's a lot of work up front. You have to commit to that and keep going and going and going. And if you are the kind of person who needs instant gratification, this will not work for you. But if your heart is committed to the long-term goal of creating passive income so that when you put your head on your pillow at night, you know that you're going to be selling stuff and making money while you're sleeping and wake up more wealthy than when you went to bed, then this will work very well for you. But you have to be willing to think long-term. Remember, when you plant that tree, that's why my logo is a tree. You plant it, and it takes years sometimes to reap the fruits and to eat the apples. And I'm not saying this should take years. It shouldn't take years at all. Weeks, months, not years. But years from now, it'll be that much better because you've continued to invest in the tree, and now it is providing shade for you. It's providing food for you. It's beautiful, but you took the time when it was a little tiny sapling to invest in it. Even though it didn't give you anything back then, now it's going to pay you long-term into the future. And after you die, it'll bless your kids and even your kids' kids. So remember that as you do this. All right. First thing, we need now, once you have your product, it's shown up from the supplier and you are ready to ship it off. So what do? You got your product description ready. Everything's ready to go. How do you make this Amazon FBA? Now, the question here is, are you going to sell it FBA only or FBA and merchant? Now, what do we mean by that? Both are the same account. Merchant simply means I'm shipping it to my customer. FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon, and customers with a Prime Amazon account can purchase it, and Amazon ships it to them. So if I want my product, such as this cool little glass I'm using for tea, then I need to ship this to Amazon, and it sits in their warehouse. And when someone comes along and finds it on Amazon, and they purchase it, Amazon ships it to them. How do you do that? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. So we will use this really cool rustic wall clock as an example right here. Now there's two ways. I can copy the listing, make an exact duplicate of this, give it a different UPC number if I want to. However, instead of doing that, I'm actually going to change it to Fulfilled by Amazon, and here is why. If you take an item, okay, such as a toothbrush that you're selling, and you make a copy of this listing, so now you have a toothbrush selling FBA and a toothbrush over here selling merchant. Amazon will come along and merge those for you at some point. So to save you the hassle and the time of doing that, and so you don't split your search ranking, you don't want some people searching this one, some people this one, and each is like 50%. You want them combined so all your searches are coming to that one product. Then they can choose if they want Amazon Prime or cheaper price merchant. And that's something else to keep in mind. You charge more when it's FBA. You charge less when it's merchant. So the reason this is important is because you don't want Amazon to later come along and merge it for you. You'd rather do that yourself now. So here's what you do. Back to the screen. And I'm going to click and I'm going to say change to Fulfilled by Amazon. So it's now going to transfer it over. I am going to keep the Amazon barcode because I don't have the manufacturer barcode with me, and I'm going to hit convert and send inventory. The next box pops up and it allows me to ship it as a new shipping plan or existing. Because I haven't done this yet with this product, I'm just going to create a new shipping plan, and I'm going to do it as individual products because this is not a case. So I continue to shipping plan. Now that I'm here, my next thing is I'm going to tell them how many. Let's say I want to send in 25, so I put in 25. They need to know the dimensions of the product. It is approximately 18 by 16 by 13. You don't have to be exact on that, but be as accurate as you can because that does affect what they'll charge you, and you don't want them coming back and charging you more if you didn't do it accurately the first time. That is the actual dimensions of the product. So I hit save. One or more of the dimensions you've entered are outside the standard range. Please modify or confirm they are correct. I'm going to confirm. It's just an odd shape. That's all it means. Okay, here we got rustic wall clocks, gears, steampunk art ready to go. I'm going to hit continue. And now I will continue to hit continue. Okay, now I can either print the labels myself because each item has to have its own label, or I can have Amazon do it for me. I prefer to have Amazon do it for me. It's extremely cheap, and time is money, and I want to save time. I want this to be as passive as possible. It will cost me 20 cents per unit. That is not bad. For 25 units. I'm going to spend $5 for them to do this labor. Totally worth it. I hit continue. Now, this is interesting. They are having me send it to 3 different places. I don't like that at all. Do you know why? Because now I have to send it in 3 different boxes. You cannot control this. I wish you could, but you can't. So I'm just going to show you one. So I'm going to hit approve shipments. Approve shipments. So they're ready to go. And now that they're approved, I'm just going to work on one. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say work on shipment. All right. So now I'm going to use Amazon Preferred Carrier UPS. I could use DHL. I could use FedEx. I could use United Parcel Service or USPS, but UPS is much cheaper. It's deeply discounted, so always go with UPS if you can. I'm shipping individual boxes, less than truckload. I'm not doing pallets, not that big yet, so I'm just doing boxes, so that's fine. So now I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to be in one box. So I hit everything in one box for this shipment. And now I'm going to give them the box weight. I already weighed it. It is approximately 8 pounds. Box dimensions are 20 by 20 by 10. I hit confirm, and now once it confirms it, I'm going to calculate the cost to me. This will cost me $5.86. Now, keep in mind, if I was sending 20 in this box, this might be $7. This is why it's so important to get high quantities. It will save you money. If I agree to these terms and hit accept, it will charge me, and then from here I can print these box labels. Okay? I'm not going to do that right now, but that is how you prepare it for FBA shipment. Now let me show you just a few practical tools that I use. I use a scale so I can measure everything. Actually, this was recommended to me by Kurt. Thank you very much, Chicago Hustler. I got this off of eBay. It's very, very cheap. It was like 25 bucks. It's a CCU Tech, and its maximum pounds that it can take is 110, which is not bad at all, right? What's nice about this scale is this part right here. It's going berserk. It's like, what weight am I holding right now? I have no idea. It's negative. I don't understand because I'm holding it weird. This here tells me the weight. And so, you know, a lot of scales, the numbers will be right here. But if you put a large box in here, you can't get under there and see that. It's a real pain in the butt. Then you try to move it over to the edge, and then it's not accurate. So if you put, no matter how big the box is, this is separate. I can easily see the weight. I never knew this would be an issue until I experienced it. So that makes life a lot easier. So this is the weight that I like to use. I mean, the scale. The other thing I use is when I'm packing them up, remember this. When you pack up your product, let's just say it's a pin, for example, if you just drop the pin in the box, then they're going to take that pin and drop it in a box and ship it to your customer. It's kind of bad, right? Put it in some kind of packaging, something. Now, if it's something as large as a mug, then I would take each mug and I would wrap it up nice. So each one is its own chunk or own little box that it's in. I wouldn't just send the product naked. Because think about your customer. When they get it and they open the box and there's a pin sitting in there, they're probably thinking, is it fake? Is this real? Like, what's going on? But if it's in actual packaging, it's nice. The packaging we talked about in previous videos. The other thing I use is I use a lot of these guys. Okay, sometimes I will find boxes that are bigger than I need, so I can use this to make up for some of the extra space. I like these because they fill up space quickly and it keeps it protected. Make sure you pack it safely. You have no idea what UPS may do to it. They're a good company, but still, some guy may be having a hangover and he drops it or something, or he's in a bad mood and he tosses it. And if it breaks something, you're going to lose. You're going to lose that product. So make sure you pack it really well. It is worth your time. I also use this if the box is a good fit. I'll still use this. I'll just crunch it up like this. I can pull it off. It's perforated, right? And then I can just crunch it up like this and stuff it all around and get it really tight inside that box. Here's an example of the tape that I like to use, and that lovely noise that some of you probably know well. You know that sound, right? I actually get this tape. I get it on eBay. I had to think about that one. And I get a pack of like 50 for extremely cheap, and they last a long time. So, and I just take this little guy off, the red thing, and put it on the next tape. Super cheap, super easy, works really well. And then the other thing I do is I use a box. A box. You're supposed to send it in a box. And I'll admit and I confess that there have been times where I sent mine in an actual package, like one of those gray 12 by 16 envelopes, whatever the product was. Shouldn't do that. It's supposed to be a box. I did that because I was out of boxes. I was in a hurry and I thought I'd take a risk. Didn't hurt me, but still. Be nice to Amazon. They're helping you win. Use a box. get a good box. It's worth your time. So there's a box. Thought you'd be interested in seeing that. And that's it, guys. I hope that is helpful. I mean, that's pretty much it. You put the label on, you take it to a UPS drop-off place, and they will take it for you, and you're done. This is Seth Kniep'n It Real. Hope you are having an awesome day. If you have any questions, let me know. And remember, keep going, keep it real, work hard. It will pay you back later. Don't forget the tree. Have an awesome day.